What's up, guys? Ian Sandusky from Lakewood Machine & Tool back here again for Practical Machinist as we continue our live coverage of EastTech 2025. Now, I have something special for you guys. You know that we have often seen Haimer at these shows, but today we actually have Andreas Haimer joining us.
Good to see you, Ian. Hey.
Thank you very much for having us. Now, you made the trip all the way over from Germany for this one.
Just came here, just straight from Germany, 2 dinners, 2 days on the EastTech show, and I'm really excited to be here again. My first EastTech show was 20 years ago, actually. So that was, I was like 20 or something, and I was the first EastTech show. Brandon and me set up the booth, but now we have a great team here, and yeah, so it's very excited being back to the US and being back in Boston or in Springfield now, actually.
And I think it's actually something important to touch on. 20 years ago, when you were 20, you were already involved in family business. Tell us a little bit about the background of Haimer, because I think it really kind of sets you apart.
Absolutely, yeah. So 1977, my parents started the business as a typical one-man shop in a garage, basically. So my mother took care of the office and administration and the marketing, and my father was in an engineering background and did all the work. We bought our first CNC machines, did subcontracting work, you know, very high precise parts, being a subcontractor for the aerospace, defense, special die and molds, you know. And that's where it started, 88, 89, that was a little history, you know, German reunification was about to happen, and our top 10 customers were all very governmental driven, you know, by the Cold War, a lot of investment into defense and aerospace at that time, and actually we were looking for a product, and we came up with a 3D sensor, which is world famous. My father had a patent on it, and we started to sell that. Plus, we always had the need of long reach tool holders to make our precise parts in the aerospace, the die and mold, the defense business, and that's where we thought like, hey, this is a need that customer needs 4 or 5 different lengths of tool holders, and that's how we started with our own products for our own shop, and we thought about, hey, we can sell this to more people, and that's how Haimer started as being a job shop, then moving into his own products. Then in 1996 we had our balancing machine because we needed to balance the tool holders. But all the other balancing machines were just horizontal balancing machines in between the tips, but they didn't clamp it the same way like in the machine tool. That's why we made the adapters, made the spindles to balance the tool holders, and then we started selling it. So that next step was shrink fit machines, 1999, and today we are the world market leader with shrink fit because 5-axis emerged, high speed emerged. We needed very precise holders, you know, for 5-axis machining, and you needed a inductive shrink fit machine that it's a push button system, no flame or cooking, so but really very efficient. And then, you know, the presetters came with the first M&A, and I'm in the business for 25 years now, and my sister is with me in the management board, second generation, so we're a true family company, we're 100% family owned, and, you know, quality wins is not just a slogan, it's really our philosophy. So whenever you buy a Haimer product, you can be sure that you will have first-class quality and good support.
It's really interesting because one thing I kept hearing there again and again is we had a need, so we developed. There was the need for the tool holders, there was the need for the balancers, so really a lot of this came from seeing needs in your own facility, in your own production, then making, because you're making, you know, extremely high quality, high precision parts, there wasn't something on the market that could fit that need. So a lot of this is really born from not only your own shop, but your own experience in that shop, seeing a need and then solving it for other companies.
Absolutely, and you know, that's how still our DNA is, because we are a machine shop with 220 CNC machines. We work with our product every day, and we never bring out any product that we have not thoroughly tested through in our own production. And the same applies, now this time we have the theme tool room of the future, you know. That same applies to now our software solutions. The Win tool, which is a tool management software that can manage your jobs, your tool lists, your setup lists, your management of your resources in your shop, but also our own software products, our tool room management systems that is tracking and tracing every single individual setup with an RFID card in our shop. You know, you're registering every measurement, every shrink fit process, every balancing process. You're keeping a track of it. We are first implementing it in our own shop. So that's why, you know, sometimes people come to me and say, oh, I'm struggling with this software. And we are not software people, we are a machining company. We have your same needs and same problems that you're facing. And always our goal is that we solve the problems for our customers in the most reasonable way possible. And that's why everything what we do first in-house.
And the one thing is that obviously this stuff scales up well, because you guys don't make 5 tool holders a day. You don't make 30. Give us some background on how many kind of products you guys release from your shop a day, a week, a month, a year.
Absolutely. We are actually the worldwide largest production site for rotating tool holders with a daily capacity of 4,000 tool holders that we produce in all interfaces, HSK, Capto, BBT, BT, CAT 40, for every kind of machine, every kind of interface, every kind of dimension. And so we are very, very well known, but we also produce cutting tools like end mills. Beautiful here, you see our Panther, there's a machine, we have end mill, great end mills. We produce, end mill geometries with our patented safe lock function here. So it's all a package together. So we are like a solution provider for our customer. And if you want to get the maximum out of your machining, you can get a complete package from Haimer. So 4,000 tool holders, thousands of cutting tools, but also, hundreds and thousands of balancing, shrink fit, and presetting machines worldwide that work every day, and that worldwide we are there for our customers in the US and Canada and Mexico, worldwide in 18 other countries, So we have 850 people now. We have great service delivery infrastructure, and we are there for our customers all around the world.
So obviously the Wind tool and the software into things would be something that is available now, and it's very exciting. What are some other things that you guys might be looking at in the future? Obviously we can't give away any secret business plans, but where do you see kind of where Haimer's going to fit in 5, 10, 15 years? Where does that path lead?
Well, absolutely, it's a lot related to software and digitization. So now already all of our machines, our i4O series, are communicating with each other. So that means you can make the tool room really the center of your workshop digitization.
Right.
And we help the customer step by step in modularly getting into digitization. And for instance, still our shrinking machine, as I told you, it's 25, 26, 27 years old now, but still it's a push button system. It's start of digitization. You don't have to, you have skills gap, you have the skills gap in the industry in the US and Germany, everywhere around the world. And the times are gone when a foreman with 10-year experience was managing your shop and your tool room and exactly know in his head which kind of tool, which kind of setup was going on. But it's more like, we have faster changes, new generations coming in, and our machines and products are perfect to fight the skills gap, embrace it, and make it so easy that anyone, even if you have a quick hire in your tool room, you can take an Uber driver on the first day of the job. He will be as repeatable, precise, and efficient setting up a tool in your tool room as a person of 10-year experience, journeyman or foreman.
And it's also freeing up that 10-year person to do more productive work.
Absolutely, and that's why, we just had here on the East Tech show, we had customers coming and say, I have 10, 15 people in our tool room, but it's very hard in a 3-shift environment, and we have fully automated our Automation Cube 1 series. That's a point where we're introducing it on the IMTS, on our showroom in Chicago and in Germany. The Automation Cube 1 is really a whole automated tool room. So that's the scale up from an entry-level shrink fit machine where you start digitization in your shop when you have 1, 2, 3, 4 machines, taking out away the old collet systems, 100-year-old side lock holders, moving it into shrink fit, then presetting, connecting your machines, up to fully automation of your tool room that you can free those skilled workers, use them for programming or other duties in your shop, That's what Haimer is as a system partner. So you can start small and modularly scale it up, and Haimer offers you an ecosystem that will always work for you.
It always kind of grows with you in that way.
It grows with the needs of your shop, it grows with the needs of the people, and the nice thing is, that's why Tool Room of the Future is available now. And I think in the US, in Germany, in Canada, wherever, if you don't digitize and automate now, that to scale up your shop, to make it people independent, because we are in different times after COVID. So I think that's a huge opportunity for our customers, and we can give a real solution. We can take our customers on the hand and modularly scale it up for them. And it works because we are working with it on 220 machines, 7 days a week, 365 days. So you can just embrace it and bring in the new technology.
Makes sense to me. Now, if people want to find out more about Haimer, besides coming to the show to check it out live, where can they find out?
Haimer.com, or I mean, we are here on all platforms. We work with you on Instagram, social media, LinkedIn. You find us everywhere. You find us on YouTube. You know, there's some nice actually factory tour with you, I think, where we did it 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
So I'm looking forward you come back to Germany, because we have a lot of new stuff actually. Every year we're changing a lot of things. So you find us everywhere around the world in our showroom with people on site actually there for you and for our customers.
And of course, you can come see here live at ESEC 2025. Andreas, thank you very much for having us.
Thank you very much.
And of course, make sure you guys stay tuned as we continue our live coverage of ESEC 2025. Thank you very much for watching, guys.